Music. Huh. We about to do it again. It's episode 2. What up?
Baby Talk TV. Welcome to Baby Talk TV.
Ow. Yo.
Baby Talk TV.
You know, that's how you
tuning in to Baby
out.
Talk
You know it's gonna be a
TV,
good
the newest
show.
podcast to hit the streets.
Knock your
Bringing you
head.
the latest celeb news,
Hey.
economical updates, real street smarts, live interviews, and the hottest spiritual segment, Higher Motivation.
Higher Motivation. Y'all know
Join
y'all
us
ready
every
for that?
Monday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time on Facebook Live. And every Friday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time on Instagram Live via Golden Baby.
Yo. Yo, we back, y'all, for another episode. What it do? Tuning in to Baby Talk TV, brought to you by My City, My Music. Y'all want to talk to me? Call in tonight, 515-599-1687. Yo, we back for more. We got a dope topic tonight, man. It's called Answer the Call. Y'all stick around for this. Yo. Yo, what up, YouTube? What up, Nate? Yo, man, if y'all ever want to see this content, y'all can go on mycitymymusic.com and check out all the shows that are brought to you by My City, My Music. All right, it's a lot of great ones out there, all right? We got Soldier by Blood. Is that the name of yours, Tweezy? Louis Wood Radio, excuse me. Antoine Larry on here, if y'all know what it is. He running the boys for me in the back. That's Tweezy the Don, you dig, in the building with your girl. Yeah, we got Broken Knob Society and a whole lot more, man. But yeah, you tuning in to Baby Talk TV, man. Let's get on into a song, and then we're going to talk about a few things tonight. Y'all make sure y'all stick around. It's your girl.
So super.
Yo. Y'all know what time it is, man. Baby Talk TV, man. Brought to you by My City, My Music. Y'all want to talk to your girl tonight, man? Call me, 515-599-1687, man.
Trouble don't seem so far away. And I need you, Lord. Please don't turn away. Wishing upon this star so far away. And I can see the light. I know that they'll be bright. So many years, I shed so many tears. I don't wanna cry no more. The hell with all the pain I feel. Yeah, this shit get real. So why don't kick it here? The objects in the mirror closer than they ever been. Whoa, can't tell who's on my side. No, I don't know if you're alright. Whoa, Mama told me don't be nice.
Yo, yo, yo. Man, listen, you tuning in to Baby Talk TV, brought to you by My City, My Music. I got Tweezy the Don on the boards, man, tonight. Thank you, sis. I appreciate everybody tuning in. Listen, man, we got a dope show for y'all tonight. I can't underestimate, you know what I'm saying, myself sometimes. Sometimes I just don't know what God is going to bring out of me. And a lot of that is part of what we're going to talk about tonight, all right? The topic for tonight is answer the call. And it's deeper than what you just heard, right? It's way deeper than what you heard, all right? Just answer the call, all right? But welcome back, first and foremost, for more Baby Talk TV. I want to thank you all for returning, because what would I be without you all? So as you know, I started a new season. All right, I started a new season. I'm very excited about bringing you all new excerpts, hey wife, new topics for discussion. Baby Talk TV is now brought to you by mycitymymusic.com. Make sure y'all go to the website and check out all the wonderful shows that are coming from this city, man. The Lou is really putting it down, I have to say. Personally, I just got to say, man, we got the city on fire right now, okay? All right? But like I said, man, make sure you all call in if you want to tap in with me, all right? I would love to talk to y'all tonight. The number is 515-599-1687, all right? I'm here for at least an hour or more, all right? So if you'd like to talk to me, once again, hit me up. Now let's get down to business. We were supposed to have a special guest tonight. However, he had to cancel due to some family issues, so we're going to get him on next week. That special guest was Panero, man. He's one of Detroit's own. Detroit, the STL, you dig what I'm saying? A lot of his music, all of his music is mixed by Lou Conklin. All right, Big Lou, a lot of y'all know who Big Lou is, man. He's one of the guys really putting in a lot of work for the city, man. So shout out to Big Lou. All right, shout out to Big Lou, man. Shout out to Louis the Don. Shout out to Perion, man. He's getting back to his music. New Age of a Don, I believe, man. So y'all stay tuned in, man. We got a lot of great things coming. Who else? Trilla Banzo, man. Melody, man. Everybody, man, that's out here at the station, man, that's really putting it down for the city, man. Because we just trying to come up. We just trying to build and do something positive for the people, man. And it's good to see St. Louis coming back together on some unity stuff, man. You know, all right? So let's, round of applause for that, for the Lou, all right? Round of applause for the Lou, all right? Look, so instead of getting into the interview tonight, we got, of course, the wonderful, wonderful segment that you all know as Higher Motivation tonight. Make sure y'all stick around to get some of this motivation in your life, because you're going to need it. We all need it. We got to inspire each other, man. That's what we're here for, all right? So, you know, I call that segment the People's Choice. Because, see, y'all made me come back and continue doing this, man. Like I said, I got an inbox months ago from actually a Caucasian male, man, who really said, Asia, don't stop the show, please. You don't know what you do for my life. I'm a dispatcher with the police here in St. Louis. I work for St. Louis Metropolitan, and every night when I come home, I look forward to watching Higher Motivation, all right? So that inspired me to keep going, y'all. All right, so tonight's episode, man, we're talking about answering the call. God is trying to use you, all right? Now, I hope I don't get too deep for some of y'all. You got to be a believer to come on this show, but you ain't really got to be a believer. You just got to be open-minded. That's all it takes, all right? So God is trying to use us, people. How many of us have missed God's call? How many of us have missed God's call? How many of your loved ones have lost their lives because they did not pick up when God called them? It is your duty to answer once you seek. All right? So slow down, my people. I got to say, slow down. All the motion that we are making is not allowing us to hear the voice of God. Okay? So if we're in danger, we cannot hear his voice, and we can't listen for his voice, nor the instruction that he is trying to give to us. All right, so don't miss God's calling for your life. That's a lot about, majority of what we're going to talk about tonight. Answering that phone. Answer that phone when God called you. He has a purpose for your life. You're not just here to do your own thing. You're not just here to come here and fuck around and do whatever you want to do. All right, excuse my language. I'm going to try to clean that up as we go further along into the episodes. You know, I'm really trying. But God know my heart. I come here and speak with passion. That's why them words come out like that. You know what I'm saying? But look, so listen, let's not miss his calling. Don't. Let us take our time. First and foremost, we need to sit down and apologize to our Savior. for the disrespect and for allowing Satan to use us the way that he does. Take accountability right now. All right, people, listen. One thing we got to do is remain conscious of the Lord's presence. That is going to help us to self-correct ourselves in times where we might not even know what to do, but you don't have to. You just got to have God in you. And then God will come out of you. You understand what I'm saying? So it's repetitions that become our natural nature. It makes us who we are. Then it becomes a part of our character. And then we can do it without even thinking about it, right? So repetition. So the more God you put into you, as we was talking about last week, destruction of thyself, pride. How do we get that out of us? We got to put a little bit more and more God in us. And then that water, that muddy water substance we got in that cup, which is ourselves. We are the cup and we are also the substance. When we're full of ourselves, we're prideful, right? So when we start to pour that water in, then that substance begins to clear out again and becomes water again. And you could do that same thing with yourself. All right? So let's remain conscious in God's presence. Let's remain conscious, of God's presence at all times. And that is going to help us to remain and stand self-corrected with ourselves in life, okay? So in doing so, like I said, we remain self-corrected because a lot of us got this do-it-ourselves attitude. And that's cool. But if you really want to do it yourself, then remain in your consciousness of the Lord so that you can be confident. Let me repeat that. If you really want to do it yourself, remain in your consciousness of the Lord so that you can remain confident. Because if you're always being corrected or disciplined by God, then you aren't doing something right. You're doing something a whole lot wrong, right? All right, so this is your life. You know, we got to remember that. This is our own personal lives. So ultimately, we got to decide. We got to figure this out. But the question is, are you going to accept or decline God's vision? Not the vision that you have for yourself. Because a lot of times we're here for a whole different purpose than what God, than what we see for ourselves. We don't know. But if we don't slow down enough, then we won't catch it. Things won't align. We won't be able to connect those dots. Those epiphanies won't strike. You won't catch it. And you won't get the glimpse of the puzzle pieces as God begins to put it together for your life. You won't begin to put it all together if you miss these moments. So you got to stay in your consciousness and you got to stay aware at all times. All right, now I got to say for a second, let us pray for our opportunity blockers. It's a lot of opportunity blockers out here. It's a lot of people that want to block the opportunities you have in your life. Those who observe something good that they see in you or see you doing. And one who establishes a mentality that decides it wants to destroy. Why do you come to destroy? That ain't nothing but Satan. Come to kill, lie, destroy, and just do all the most evilest shit. Like, why? But I figured it out. We getting ready to talk about it. I figured out this, all right? Watch who you offer your opportunities to. Sometimes we got an opportunity going on, right? And people be like, yo, man, I like what you're doing, man. I'm trying to get in. Like, how can I get in? And too fast, sometimes we bring people into our opportunities too quickly. And we don't have enough time to absorb it for ourselves and establish ourselves at the right level before somebody else come in and try to snatch it from under you. You understand what I'm saying? So what I'm getting at is that sometimes what God has for you is only for you. Sometimes it's only for you. It's not meant for everybody else. And we forget that sometimes we be so excited. We want to share. We want to share the blessing, but we can't always share what God has for us. It's personal, all right? So don't allow destruction in. Establish yourself in it first and educate yourself in it. And those you allow in with ill intentions will destroy the plan that God has for your life. So try to, get in enough. They try to get in enough just to speak down on you. You ever had somebody like, you ever got a job for a friend or something and then they came into the job position and, you was looking at like getting a promotion at the job, and somehow they came in and talked to the supervisor and snuck up under you and was like, yo, I don't think Aisha is like the best candidate. Like, I think I could do better. Why don't you pay a little attention to me and let's see if I can get this position. And to me, that's grimy when they know you already set to do that. You know what I mean? But look, man, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to get into a song, and then we're going to get back into this discussion because I want to let a few more people come in, man. Y'all tuning in to Baby Talk TV, brought to you by My City, My Music, man. If you want to talk to me, it's 515-599-1687. Medicine. That's what we all need, a little remedy.
So super. Doctor, I'm in pain. I need someone to write my day. I need my medicine, my medicine. If love would cure the pain, I need a dosage right away. Give me my medicine, my medicine. You got the remedy. Can I have a dose? I just wanna be close to you. Couple 100 milligrams, let's see what that supposed to do. Love your fine print, the side effects are great. I need the physical therapy so my body won't ache. Fuck what the doctor said, it's overdose. I can't get enough of your love, comatose. Or can I get a refill? Cause I feel a teeth ill, it's kinda strong. I'm having withdrawals and shit, I feel it coming on. Refill, cause I feel a teeth ill, it's kinda strong. I'm having withdrawals and shit, I feel it coming on. Doctor, I'm in pain, I need someone to write my day. I need my medicine, my medicine. If love would cure the pain, I need a dosage right away. Give me my medicine, my medicine. Most beautiful thing I never endured. I'm cured when you're near me. I love you, make me feel like a bird. I'm free to be me. You give me so wild. You give me so high. 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 You got me feeling like I'm on the cloud. I ain't even smoked yet. You got me feeling like I'm blowing loud. Well endowed with you only, I feel aroused. Like wow, come smell my flower. This pussy, she got some power. You are now entering the flip zone. I get my fitness in, and what you witnessing comes only after the medicine. The way you motivate my day, I don't know why, but I just can't lie. You my energy, you make me great. Your presence is fine. I love how you vibe. Doctor, I'm in pain. I need someone to write my day. I need my medicine, my medicine. If love would cure the pain, I need a dosage right away. Give me my medicine, my
Yo, listen, man. That shit made me feel so good, man. That's one of them from the upcoming album, man, The GOAT, man. Yes, The GOAT. That's called Medicine. Coming to you real soon, all right? What's up, mama? My mama just tuned in. Look, y'all tuning in to Baby Talk TV. Baby Talk TV. Let me show you that logo one more time. Yeah. Baby Talk TV. What up, YouTube? What up, FB, man? Look, we're having a discussion right now about answering that call when God calls us. When God is calling, are we gonna pick up? You know what I'm saying? Will you accept or decline God's vision for your life? All right, so we was talking about people who come in with ill intentions. I love you too, mother. People who come in with ill intentions, not sharing all of your opportunities with everybody because, sometimes what God has for you is just for you. Now, oftentimes, God will give you something that is meant to be, multiplied. It's meant to be spread amongst the people. Like information, knowledge. I ain't gonna give you the fish. I'm gonna teach you how to get it. You understand what I'm saying? All right? But listen, there's only one thing wrong with our vision, our personal visions. And that's that it's distorted. Turn the mic up just a little bit more, bro. It's distorted due to our own internal imperfections. We got so many imperfections, things that are wrong with us, that we got to personally fix. But first thing we got to do is accept that we have these flaws. Acceptance is the first step, right? You got to understand, all right, where I went wrong. And then you got to ask for help. But when you come to God, you got to be sincere. You got to give it all to him. Don't come to him with that pridefulness. Don't come to him with that lying, that slick stuff. It ain't going to get, It ain't going to get you nowhere. Not with God. Because as we talked about last week, we know that God does not hear sinners. He doesn't hear sinners. And woe to that man who is not conscious and aware of that. Imagine not knowing that. That I'm out here doing all this stuff and God ain't even listening to me when I need him. It's because you're not sincere in your heart and you're not ready to change. For those who do not change, do not fear the Lord. Because once you accept that change is required, it's necessary, then you know what I mean? Anyway, let's move along. Only one thing wrong with our personal visions. It's distorted by our imperfections inside. So we can't create the vision perfectly, even if we got a glimpse in on it. Even if we feel like, we understand or we know what our purpose is in this life, you still got to lean unto God and allow him to guide you. You can't do it alone because somewhere along the way, your personal internal imperfections are going to disrupt and distort your mission and what is meant for you, what's supposed to be transpiring. Self is going to kick in somewhere, that prideful self that's going to mess up what God has for you. So that's why he say, lean not unto your own understanding. For it's the vision that God gives to us that we gotta follow, all right? So we get into some deep stuff, y'all. But we kind of like, humans kind of like got this turtle instinct. Like, we just worried about shining on the outer shell. But we really hide on the inside. Woo! Hold up, bars. Look. Bars, man. I got Tweezy on the boards in the back, man. He running shit in the building tonight, man. My city, my music, man. Y'all want to talk to me? It's 515-599-1687, man. I'd love to talk to you. But look, for real though, man, like, we try to shine up this outer shell, but we hide what's internally wrong with us. Like, we got a lot of wrong shit. Excuse my language. There's a lot of things that's wrong with us internally that we could be trying to fix. All right, but oftentimes we don't take enough time to gaze inside of ourselves. We always looking on the outside. We always judging by the outside. We trying to judge people by what they wear and all these things. It doesn't matter. It's really what's inside. It ain't how you dressed up, but presentation, we're going to get along. The more episodes we go along, we're going to touch into how presentation is important. It's very important. All right? It's the difference between your oven-baked cookie in a plastic bag versus Oreos nice packaging. All right? A lot of that does matter, but we're going to talk about that later. So we're building into these things because this is a community forum where we want to work together and tackle these issues so we can begin to gaze into ourselves. That's why I'm here. My mother says too busy trying to appear all together to be real with ourselves. That's right. Absolutely, mama. So the questions we got to ask ourselves are, what is the current condition of thy heart? What does my heart look like on the inside? Is it all black and ugly? Or, is it really pink or bright, on the inside? How is your heart set up? We got to ask ourselves. All right, if you get let's move along. Is my thinking or my way of thinking okay? Is the way I'm thinking right now? Let's evaluate it, begin to gaze into ourselves and ask ourselves these questions. Am I set up properly? Dang, was that really the right thing to say to him or her? You know what I'm saying? Was that really how I should have handled this situation? That's when we begin to build on our character. Once we become conscious of what we're doing. But we got to slow down enough to catch it. All right? So is my thinking or my way of thinking or going about things, is it correct? Do I care about my life? Now, if you answered no to this, then more than likely, you probably don't value the lives of others either. All right, so woe to that man, and I'm kind of afraid to chill with you because I don't know what type of, ulterior motives that you have for me. And I have to protect myself. You know what I'm saying? My ultimate goal is to go home to my babies at night. I don't know about you. So I don't really hang around. You know what I'm saying? I don't really do a lot of the things. I'm trying to grow in the spirit with God, you know? If you really want to talk to him, you got to be sincere and you got to call on him. You really got to open your heart, be sincere, and call on God. But the most important thing when you do that is you got to be ready for the change that's about to occur in your life. And you got to be ready for how tremendously, horribly, how bad the devil is getting ready to attack you in that season when you make that decision to do something better with your life. But don't be afraid. Don't be afraid, because you got to trust with your whole heart, not part of it. All right? So back to these questions. If you answer no, then more than likely you probably don't even care about the lives of anybody else. My mother said, right, what starts in your mind absorbs in your heart and rolls off your tongue. Amen. Amen, Mom. Appreciate you. So do I care about my life, man? I always wonder. I know a lot of us have thought about this also. Like, why does God not just get rid of all the bad people? Thank you, Mama. Why does God not get rid of all the bad people when he has the ability to just do it? Just Lord, just get them out of here. Why can't we just destroy them and get them off the earth? Well, I figured this thing out. I figured it out. That's how my daddy laughed. But I figured this thing out, right? I've come to the conclusion that if he did destroy and get rid of all the bad people in the world, there wouldn't be anybody here to test those who straddle the fence. The majority of us, or the backsliders, are 1 foot in and 1 foot out with God. 1 foot in and 1 foot out with God. And we say we believe, but we exhibit no Christ-like mannerism or behaviors. How can you be a believer and you don't try to walk like them or talk like them sometimes? How can you truly say, I'm a believer, if you don't even make an attempt? How do you know God doesn't work for your life if you never truly tried him? How? You've given everything else a try. Everything in the world that lets you down, that destroys you, is diminishing your character. And you accept this, but you're not willing to accept God. You need to think about that. Because I would rather have got to the end of my life believing than to not have believed at all. Even if you don't know for certain, I think you better take a chance on God. Straight up. All right? Because you can't go wrong with anything that causes you to be a better person. Right? You know what I mean? So, look. I think that he left these bad people here to do what they came here to do. This is what we getting ready to get into a little further in this topic, y'all. If he didn't, who would be here to test the saints? Who would be here to find out? How we gonna find out who in the number if we ain't got these little crooked people running around here? All right, so we say we believe, but yeah, it costs you nothing. Thank you so much. If we don't never try to exhibit these Christ-like mannerisms or behaviors, just try it sometime. Try to be a good person. Try to say something good instead of something bad. When you think you're ready to say something ignorant, try to replace it with something good and see how, the reward you get in your spirit for that. All right? So making it harder to know one's true intent. All right? I think it, excuse me, let me not just go into that like that. We were discussing why God left these people here amongst us. All right. Now, if no one ever spoke, we'd have nowhere but mannerisms to start or begin with. Because most times expression of oneself through words can help you see what a person's mental capacity truly is. Like I've had conversations with a lot of people where, the first words they speak, I almost can tell what level of intellect they're on. Not to be judgmental, but just to take that information in and know how to approach the situation or to talk to this person. You know what I mean? Because you got to know how to code switch. You got to know how to, adjust yourself for the different type of rooms that you're in life, no matter where you go. You know what I mean? I can rap with the most gangster, or I can rap with the preacher. I can talk to some attorneys. I can talk to the doctor and be logical. You know what I'm saying? So, but these mannerisms help us to understand the mental capacity. So if you're like me, you know almost immediately when a person speaks what level they're on mentally. So we can make a fair assumption of who one is. Oftentimes a person's first words determine if you like a person, if you plan on seeing that individual again, if you can hold a decent conversation with them, leading to some sort of understanding about that individual. So God allowed us to have this diversity among us. Learning to deal with others helps us to build our character. Our character is tested every day because he wants to know, if we are truly sincere in our way. So that's why these fools here. Back to the vision. Many of us can't slow down enough to process what's going on, what's happening in our lives, and we miss it. We miss that vision. We miss the opportunities. We miss the blessings. We run the risk of failing to connect those dots that God is trying to give us a glimpse into, distorting our vision, thus further. So God gives us only so much insight into our own lives while we are going about. We fail to realize how God created us with a purpose. Don't you care to know what that is? Have you ever asked yourself, Lord, what am I really here for? We getting ready to get into some things about the Lord and how he gave talents and what it means when you have something special. That's a gift from God. You are absolutely supposed to use it. You can't waste it. All right? God will remove it from your life even further. We're finna go a step further on some things. So you got to understand that if you don't care about knowing what your purpose is, then when the Lord is finished using you, your time is up. Your time is up. And I'm going to explain this. I'm going to explain why. Imagine being one of the bad ones that God created to destroy the things on the earth. Sometimes we ask ourselves, why does God leave these people behind and take away our loved ones, the good people? So-and-so JoJo was such a great person, man. Why did this happen to such a good person? Well, one of the reasons is because these people on earth, they got more damage to do, right? But imagine being one who was put here with a purpose to do something good. And say you can't slow down enough to discover what that purpose is. Then God may allow you to leave this earth before you were even able to apply yourself, before the blessing even came to you. You might be taken away because you're wasting time. You understand? Valuable, precious time we can't get back. We got to do something with it. We have to figure out who we are, what our purpose is, and get to it. Because I'm going to tell you right now, it's not for your own selfish reasons. It's not just for you. Okay? So imagine being one who discovers purpose and allows God to fully use them. Now, this is a whole nother story. Imagine, you fully aware of your gift and you out here trying to do something with it. You using it to the greatest, your greatest potential, putting it out here. God will begin to multiply you and your fruits and your loved ones as well. What's up, bro? And he can use you over and over and over and over again. It's a buildup that makes you powerful. Powerful, and you can feel it. You can feel it when God begins to work on you. When you're doing the right things in life, it feels good. It feels right. You ever just had that feeling like, man, this feels right. Like this is right. This is where I want to be. I have. You know what I'm saying? And if you haven't, I encourage you to start looking deeper and gazing into yourself. Because if you don't know yourself, then the world will establish you for you. Everybody else is going to look in and say, this is who you are, so-and-so. You'll get a whole bunch of people just telling you a story about you, and then you begin to believe it because you never even thought about this. So you accept whatever come in, and we can't just take what somebody give us unless it's the Lord. We get ready to get into a song, and then we get ready to break down the scripture that talks about the talents that was distributed to us and why God gave them to us and what we're supposed to be doing with it. All right? Let's get into something. Let's get into some, a little more ACB. A lot of people out here telling lies, so let's go ahead and just more lies. You hear me? Let's get on into more lies. Yeah, bro.
So super. I was walking through the valley, seen the shadow and I thought it was a blessing. I can't deny, you know I gotta have it. More lies, tell me more lies. More lies, more lies, more lies. It ain't no some lies. More lies, we just lie. You're such a high commodity. Lie to me, baby. I know you got emotions bottled up. Cry to me, baby. You just tell me what you need and you can rely on me, baby. I never been this way, but you bring it out of me, baby. We gon' do the time together. Don't you bail out on me, baby. No matter what the ticket, we hit the lottery, baby. Beautiful craft like some play fine pottery, baby. I gotta make you mine. You mean a lot to me, baby. Yeah. More lies, tell me more lies. More lies, more lies, more lies. It ain't no some lies. More lies, we just lie. I was walking through the valley, seen the shadow and I thought it was a blessing. I can't deny, you know I gotta have it. Gotta excuse me, don't mean to be rude, but I've been sipping this Henny, got me thinking about plenty. And I know you won't go, but you the one that provoked this feeling. I just been chilling ever since the beginning. I let you tell me your lies, it's such a wonderful feeling. When you look in my eyes, can tell you good at deception. I know what's in you, and you good at deception. Your lies relax my body like some Epsom. Salty, most niggas would probably be, but I'm a OG, so it doesn't bother me. I ain't gon' always be around, so it's best you keep your nigga around. Yeah. I was walking through the valley, seen the shadow and I thought it was a blessing. I can't deny, you know I gotta have it. More lies, tell me more lies. More lies, more lies, more lies. It ain't no some lies. More lies, we just lie.
Oh really lying to me like I'm silly. But them lies give me a good feeling, especially when you laying next to me. That's so ill.
Yo, I got Tweezy the Don on the boards if I'm a little late. I was just playing. Main man back there running the show for me, man. What would I be without my support system? MyCityMyMusic.com. Make sure y'all check out all the great shows on there, man. Broken Knob Society being one. Louis Wood Radio being another, man. Tweezy the Don always got a lot of great things going on for the city, man. Like I said, if y'all too would like to be a guest on Baby Talk TV, brought to you by My City, music.com. Make sure that you send me a message, man, and let me know, man. I'm happy to absorb and bring the talent on. I'm happy to bring new people on and add them to the playlist. Make sure you got your Nielsen sound scan and everything in order. Your copywritten, got your business in order so you can get paid, my brothers and sisters. All right, it's a game to this game. You understand what I'm saying? It's more than a game, though. It's a business. And if you are a brand or a person trying to establish yourself in entertainment or in any type of business or fashion to provide a service, entertainment, or whatever it is that you do, make sure you got your affairs in order. Even if you're getting married, marriage is a business. Remember that. Make sure you got your affairs in order, all right? Because don't no woman want no broke ass. Hey, you hear me? Destiny Child told y'all. But look, getting back into this very, very powerful subject we've been discussing, answering the call when God calls you, right? Because ultimately he's got a purpose for your life. So we about to talk about a scripture that goes along with what we just kind of led out of, that was whatever. You know what I'm trying to say, all right? Matthew chapter 25, verse 15 through 30, man. All right, so to one, he gave 5 talents, to another 2, to another one, and 2 to another one, to each according to his ability. We're going to break this down. Each according to his ability. These talents were given to him. Then he went away. He who had received the 5 talents went at once and traded with them. All right, he doubled his profit. You ever seen a hustler? He got 5 coins, he finna flip it to 10. And keep going. That's progress if somebody got their mind in order. That's what we talking about here. All right, and he made 5 more talents with that. So also, he who had the 2 talents made 2 talents more. But he who had received 1 talent went and dug in the ground and hid his master's money. All right. So now, after a long time, the master of those servants came to settle the accounts with them. He who had received the 5 talents came forward. He was proud. He was happy. He was like, look, I got 5 more. I doubled mine. So he was like, the master was like, good job, man. Like, I'm proud of you, all right? The one with 2 talents even doubled his and brought 2 more. So he had 4 talents. Good job, says the master. But the one who buried his was told, because he hid his talents in the ground and didn't use them, that he was wicked and slothful, and he will reap what he has sown. So the 1 talent that he was given, now remember, God gave these talents according to their abilities. So he knows what's inside of you. He knows your capabilities to begin with. So before he distribute and waste his talents on you, he gonna give you what he know you gonna put in. So he was testing the one with the 1 talent. And after he buried his and showed that he didn't care about it, he was slothful and disregarded what was given to him, and he didn't understand multiplication. You understand what I'm saying? And so he didn't receive the blessing in the end. But what to be taken from this, and what we need to understand is that now when that 1 talent he had was given to somebody else, the man who had 10 talents, the first one, who doubled his 5 talents. So he took it away from him and gave it to somebody who made the greatest use of it. So take into account that God will do that. If you're not using your gift, he'll take it away from you. Now, remember, we began to speak of those, a lot of our people, not all of them. I'm not speaking on anybody personally, but we got to keep it real with ourselves and stop hiding from the facts. It's a lot of our people that didn't answer that call, and that's why they're not here no more. Because God was trying to give them a message. He had been trying to reach them all sorts of ways, and they never slowed down enough to absorb what God was trying to teach them or how he was trying to reach them. So don't miss the blessing. If you got a talent or a gift, you got to use it because God gave it to you. That's part of your, how do I put this? That's part of you understanding and gazing into yourself in order to get into your purpose. In order to finding who you truly are, that's like one of the first steps into getting into it. Gazing into yourself. Understanding your talents and your abilities, understanding your likes and your dislikes. And then you kind of start to establish a basis of who you are, and then you begin to build more into the internal. Who am I truly on the inside? What is my heart like? What is my mind set up like? those sorts of things. But if God gave you a talent, it's for usage. All right. It's for usage. So God wants us to use what he has given to us. Let's never bury our talents. Let's never do that. Let's keep pushing, keep striving with whatever it is that he gave you. Always remember that is what you're going to get the best results out of in life, because he made you great at that. You don't have to study to understand it. It's you. It's a part of you. Remember to slow down enough with your activities, your processing the day, the moments, to understand the scenarios in your life, the things that are occurring, the things that transpire. Take a moment in between everything that happens in your life so that you can get an understanding about it. And then that begins to correct your thinking. And once you, like I said, repetition, once you begin to practice these behaviors, it becomes you. It'll become your natural nature, as it is one with you. All right? We got about 13 minutes left, man. Look, it's been a really, really amazing show. I'm getting ready to get into some music, man. We're going to end this real smooth shortly. And also, I want to encourage y'all, remind y'all that it is voting time, man. We're getting real, real close. I don't know what your position on this thing is. I don't need you to tell me. I just need us to figure out what we're going to do as a whole. And if you're going to get out there and vote, make sure that you make your voice count. You know what I'm saying? It does matter. A lot of people don't think that voting, their vote counts. It does. It counts. So if it's somebody that you really don't want to see in office, make sure you go out there and do your part, put your ballot in, and speak your mind. You know what I'm saying? And let's see, man. May the best man win. I don't know how I feel about it. I'm not too thrilled about either candidate, but I want to get into that, man. This is America, land of the free, they say. And, hey, you know what it is, man. We got to keep pushing. We got to stay strong. We got to remain, ultimately, you know what I'm saying, no matter what's going on around us, surrounding us, we got to remain ourselves, in ourselves, one with ourselves. Okay. You know what I'm saying? All this COVID and everything, all the talk, all this craziness going on, man. Look, you got to remain. And don't stop living your life no matter what they say. You know who they is. But don't stop living your life, okay? Just keep pushing, man. Ultimately, if you trust and you believe in God, you really don't have nothing to worry about. It's the little ounce of doubt that we let inside of us that kind of ruins what was going to happen. You know what I mean? And we can destroy our own fate in the midst of God's vision for us. So as it's happening, make sure you slow down and begin to grasp what's going on, man, and who you are amidst of the storm. And make sure that you don't stop in the storm, because after that sunshine comes out, once that season and that rain pass, you know what I mean, it might be your time, man. A lot of us have a great ideas. I'm looking at a lot of entrepreneurs out here, man. Big ups to everybody. I'm somebody that really supports, and I'm very, very... I'm not a hater. I'm just not a hater, man. It ain't in my blood, man. It ain't in my blood. I can't hate on nobody, you know what I'm saying? It's all love. What up, Arvin? What up, my bro? Arvin Mitchell on this thing, man. He said, keep encouraging, man. Y'all know that was my thing, man. I started with the comedians when I initially started AC Golden Baby, man. Y'all remember the Golden Child album, Belvedere, you know what I'm saying? All these things, you know what I'm saying? I love y'all back, man. Belvedere, Get This Money. The song I did with Fabo, the music, a lot of great classics there, man. We get ready to drop that 2.0, man. So make sure y'all stay tuned. Let's get into one more song before we get out of here, man. It's been a pleasure. I love doing this with y'all, man. Remember, we here every Saturday, 8:30 Central Standard Time. You don't want to miss it, because I always got a dope excerpt. I'm not even going to say dirt. What's dope, a better word? An amazing excerpt written for you guys. I want to keep us knowledge fed. Not bullshit fed. So when you get on here and see my segment or my show, you know what I'm saying, make sure y'all visit mycitymymusic.com. And, you can get all my links and everything from there. The show content will be up. Visit All Things Baby, my YouTube page. All the music, all the videos are there. This content will be there. The former episodes with the Instagram and Facebook, between the two, I'm dropping all that content real soon. So y'all make sure y'all subscribe to my channel more than anything. All Things Baby. Just remember BABEI. That's the acronym, stands for Bringing About Brilliant Entertainment Ideas. But y'all know that's my brand, man. As we were speaking about establishing self as a brand, just know that you are a business. So how you conduct yourself, I got you, bro. I got you. shoot me your email, DM, you know what I'm saying? I mean, inbox me, shoot me you know, your email or whatever, and I'll get all that over to you, man. Probably tonight, you know what I'm saying? As soon as possible, I'll start sending some stuff over. Shout out to Arvin Mitchell, man. He is one of the greatest comedians of all time, in my opinion, especially of our generation, coming from the Lou, you know what I'm saying, doing his thing, man. Country ass nigga, real nigga, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to that man. But yeah, let's get into one more song before we get out of here, man. Y'all want to talk to me before we get out of here? It's 515-599-1687. Tuning in to Baby Talk TV, brought to you by MyCityMyMusic.com.
So super. I would never judge. I just wanna please you. I do love you. I love you. I love you. I do love you. I love you. I love you. A little bit more, just a little bit more love. Alright. Oh, I wanna be more. Oh, I just wanna be yours for life, for my style. Shine for me, baby, ain't hard to find me, baby. Time will tell you you're gonna be mine forever, baby. Love you, yeah. And I really miss you. I would never judge. I just wanna please you. I do love you. I love you. I love you. I do love you. I love you. I love you. I'm here for life, baby. And I'm enjoying. I know just what you like, baby. And I don't wanna play games, baby. I just wanna be right, alright. And I don't wanna make you my baby. One day I'll be your wife. I do love you. I love you. I love you. I do love you. I love you. I love you.
Back in, bro. That's my bad, Tweez. That's one of them tracks, man. You just had you on the edge of your seat, like, you know what I mean? But that's a classic too, man. Hopefully y'all know what's up with that, man. But look, we do got the GOAT album coming to y'all, man. A lot of great things in the works. I'm working with a new club, so we're gonna be bringing a lot more showcases to y'all. Y'all know we doing Baby Talk TV every Saturday, Central Standard Time, right here in My City, My Music. Make sure y'all go follow us. Follow that My City, My Music also on YouTube, but also follow my page, All Things Baby, and please go and subscribe. Please select to turn on your notifications because I will be updating content regularly and you don't want to miss it. Like, you don't want to miss it. I got something real special for y'all, though. Like, y'all need to hear this song. So before we get out, like, we gonna jam. Tweezy, just leave the mic on for me. We got a few more music, man. I got Tweezy the Dons on the boards back there. St. Louis finest. And we about to get into, if I can find this motherfucker. We about to get into, where you at, Swagger Jackers? Where you at, Swagger Jackers? Let's just do this. Yo, y'all, I apologize. This was like my most nigga-iest moment tonight. I've been really like on point. But let's do this. I could just do it from here. Y'all gotta hear this, man. Swagger Jack is brought to you by your girl, man, AC Golden Baby, man. You tuning in to Baby Talk TV, brought to you by mycitymymusic.com. Turn that up a little, Tweez. Hey, I got you. If you wanna bring that mic down, you can.
So super.
Has for you. Remember the topic tonight, y'all? The topic tonight was answer that call. When God call you, make sure you answer. You don't want your time to be stripped from under you before it's too late. Answer that phone, man. Baby Talk TV, man. Episode 2. Brought to you by My City, My Music. I love y'all, man. Good night.